Welcome to the Tony the Prophet channel for week 11. We went 500 on the top picks. I did better on some of the other games that I didn't make the top picks, but inexplicably, Carolina, how do you lose to the 1-8 Saints? Okay, they should have ran all over this team and have a great day. But they're a great cover team. They're a great spread team. They're 13-5 against the spread going into that game. So how do you lose it? And then the other game was Tampa Bay. I took Tampa Bay because I thought that Vita Vea would stop the run with New England, and Henderson ran all over him. So that was a joke. That defense, that team has injuries and a little bit of a free fall the last 3 or 4 weeks. Started off hot with Baker, and we lost that one, but we learned. I bet New England. I got the Jets at 13.5 early in the week, and then the more analysis I did, that was crazy because I knew the Pats were going to win. So I got them at 12.5, and the game settled on 13. They missed a field goal, so I middled that thing. Very rare you can do that. So you win on both sides, but I was right on Detroit. There was a smash spot against Washington. We covered that nicely. And then I had Philadelphia winning on Monday night. The wrong team was favored in that game. It was a low-scoring game, two good defenses, but you need a money line action on that with Philly. They were actually getting points, so I thought that was great. So here we go with the picks for this week. I'm taking Buffalo -5.5 at home, where they are very good. And as Chris Berman would say, this is the circle the wagons game for Buffalo. They're 3 games behind the Pats. It's a must-win game. They have to win this game. So now you have Tampa Bay coming up, a warm weather team coming up into the cold, frigid confines of Buffalo. I looked at weather.com. You're going to have 20-mile-an-hour winds the whole game. So what does that mean? It's going to be a Cook game. He's going to run crazy, okay, against Tampa Bay. And you just saw Henderson do it last week, so Cook is going to do it this week. If you have Allen in fantasy, you might, he's a great quarterback. But a lot of times when Cook gets 2 or 3 touchdowns, he doesn't have such a great day. So, should be easy game there. Tampa Bay, really, the problem is that they have too many guys out. They lost Evans, they have Godwin out, Bucky Irvin's out. I thought he could come back. I have White on 2 teams. I have Bucky on 1. He's been killing me. He's been sitting in the IR spot. So Hassan Reddick is out, and Ben Bredeson out, the guard. So they're in trouble. And it should be a smash game for Cook and the Buffalo Bills. I like the under given the weather, 20-plus mile-an-hour winds constant throughout the whole game. So I have it Buffalo 27-17. And New England won against the Jets, so they're 9-2. Buffalo desperately needs to win that game. So next game I like, I'm going with Seattle plus 3.5 points. The key is that you get the hook. Seattle 8-0 last 8 on the road. They're 4-0 on the road this year. They're road warriors. The road points per game, 28, tied for 5th. Road opposing points, 15.8, which is first in the NFL. The Rams also a good cover team, 5-1 their last 6 games. So basically you analyze this game. You have Donald, who's the best deep ball thrower in the NFL right now, and Seattle added Shaheed, who's basically a 9-route specialist. So Seattle scores 31 points a game. The Seattle D only gives up 4.65 yards a play. So it's a tough matchup for the Rams. The Rams are home, and the Rams are a good team. Seattle pass D is 20th. So there's the chink in the armor. That's the weak point. Um, and so there's a 33-yard difference between what the Rams D gives up and what the Rams offense to the negative for Seattle. So that's how um, the Rams can win. The Rams have been deploying 13 personnel with 3 tight ends. So what does that mean? That Puka's been the loser, although I think Adams is hurting. They're going to use him maybe more as a decoy, so it could be a Puka game. But with 3 tight ends on the field, Puka his yards have been going down since the first 5-6 weeks. So close game. I have it actually the Rams winning 24-23. I would sprinkle a few bucks on the Seattle money line. I think it's very close. Could be overtime. Rams win because they're at home, but with 3.5, and if even it goes to overtime, you lose by the hook. You cover by the hook. 3.5 points is way too much, and Seattle could pull this out. They're a very good team. So we'll take Seattle. The other game, I'm going back to Carolina plus 3.5. As I mentioned, they're 13-6 against the spread, but they're much better as a dog than a favorite. This is a good matchup for them. They beat Atlanta 30-0 when they played them. I think it was week 3 earlier in the year. The key matchup is the run game with Rico Dowdle. Carolina gets 133 yards a game in the run game, and Atlanta is 29th versus the run. So there's the key matchup, and that's how you win. Penix has not been as great. The only guy you can find is London. Pitts has had a few good games, and Mooney is MIA. He's in witness protection. I thought he'd be a better player. He can't get more than one catch a game, 2 catches. He drops the ball. Atlanta 3-6, the last against the spread. And they've lost 4 in a row. Excuse me. So Atlanta will probably win this game because they're at home, and some way will pull it out. I'm actually playing the Carolina money line. It's a plus 164 to 176 out there. So if you find the plus 176, I would play that because they very well can beat them. But Atlanta's at home. They need a win desperately. Carolina lost last week after a little bit of letdown after beating the Packers in Green Bay. But I have it Atlanta 23-20, but I won't be surprised if Carolina pulls it out. And you're getting the hook. I love the hook in these games. So we'll go back to Carolina again. They're a good cover team. And the next game, I was going to take Cleveland, but at home in bad weather, playing a division rival, but Baltimore usually smacks them around the last times they played. I lost a fantasy playoff 2 years ago in week 17. They just couldn't stop Lamar. I think they were home, but it didn't matter. They just smashed them. Lamar got like 50 points against me, and at 3 o'clock I had like a 93% chance to win or something. So I can't trust them, but their defense at home is good. So I'm going with Green Bay. Green Bay coming off a close loss to Philadelphia, and then the week before they lost inexplicably to the Panthers. Okay, they cannot afford to lose this game in the division. They cannot afford to lose 3 weeks in a row. So who comes to the scene, to the rescue? The Giants, the league patsies at 2-8. Now, they may get a little bit of a bump for Kafka being there with Dable. Dable had turned into a negative for the Giants with his attitude. He was coaching. His life depended on it. He was getting dot killed with design run plays. And they're just bad. So here you got a team in Green Bay. Now, it's in New York, but like I said, Giants are 2-8. They don't have Dot. They don't have Scatterable. Who they really need with Winston is Slayton, the deep ball thrower, and he's gone. So it's maybe up to Hyatt, has been shown, and Hyatt and Neal, they don't even make them active. These are high round picks. Neal was first round, Hyatt was third round. They don't even use him. Well, the nine route specialist Hyatt, it's his time to shine. So, but you know, so Green Bay should be able to. But here's the key: Giants give up 100. A week ago, they were giving up 150 yards a game rushing. Now it's up over 152 yards a game. It's a smash spot for Jacobs. Okay, he gets 100. Play his prop. I haven't looked at his prop, but I'm going to play it. And then Winston, who should have been playing instead of Russie, can throw the ball. He can get you 300 yards, but he's going to throw 2 picks or more. So I already bet plus 161, 2 picks for Winston. That's his only downfall, but he'll throw it deep. You saw when he was at Cleveland how many yards he would get. Plus 300 a game. That game in Denver on Thursday night was unbelievable. They both had like 400 or 500 yards. But anyways, so it's a must-win game for them. Giants have a lot of people out. Don't see how they're going to compete. They're bad on the deep end with the coverage, and they're bad against the rush. So you could have Dobbs is back this week, and Watson. They're going to get some. So here's the game plan: you run with Jacobs, run with Jacobs, run with Jacobs. Then you play action, deep balls to these guys. Bingo, score. And I have a comfortable win for Green Bay, 28-13. If Winston gets some garbage time, he's the king of garbage time. It could be like 34-20, something like that. You only got to cover a touchdown, and the Giants. The season's over. They may beat the Raiders. It's the only team left on the schedule. They might be Washington if they've given up by then. It's late in the season. So let's look at the other games quickly. I love Miami against Washington, but I don't want to make it a top pick because they are Miami. But A-Chain is in fuego. He's running crazy. So they're all beat up. Mariota, please. So A-Chain and Waddle, that's all you need to know. Minnesota, I don't trust JJ, but they are home. I bet Chicago, small bet. I would take the 3 points, but it wouldn't surprise me if they lost. These teams are, you can't rely on them. But Chicago, with Caleb, he's playing better, and they have a run game. Houston and Tennessee, this is a small game. I was already early in the week to take Houston. The line fell from 7, now it's 5.5. So you got wise guy sharp money coming in on Tennessee. It's a small game. Houston will probably win it by a field goal. They should kill them, but I'm staying away. And then Chargers against Jacksonville. Simple analysis in this game. Jacksonville can't pressure the quarterback. Chargers have a bunch of guys out on the O-line for the year. If Herbert has time, he'll surgically pick this team apart. I would bet the 3. They are in Jacksonville. Chargers are better at home, but I didn't bet it. But I'll take a look at the spread, see how it goes during the weekend. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, you would think with Flacco. I didn't touch this one. 5.5. Pittsburgh's been reeling, but it looks like a spot. Everybody in the free world's on Pittsburgh. They are home. Wouldn't surprise me if Flacco got the cover and they didn't win, but I didn't touch it. San Francisco, Arizona, I think I'm going to bet. I like Frisco. They get PSO back. They get Purdy back. Arizona, they got killed last week. I love Brissett. I'm playing him over Bo Nix in one of my leagues. I can't trust Nix, especially against Kansas City. Guy's been, he can get 45 fantasy points against the Giants, but when he plays a good team, he'll get 8. So I like Frisco. Arizona's done for the year. Although I like Brissett, I'm playing him one team. Garbage time king. This guy will throw for 300 yards and a few picks. But KC at Denver. KC needs this game. I don't know. I haven't touched it. Denver +4. I kind of like their defense, but Singleton is out. The corner is out, and I, you know, I haven't touched it. Baltimore and Cleveland, like I said, I was leaning Cleveland, but I can't trust them. And Dallas against Vegas, it's 3.5. I don't think it matters. Vegas not playing well. The only hope they got is they can run Genty and settle this game down. But I think Dak, Lamb, Pickens, and Ferguson will have on two teams. Hopefully he does well, but I think those other receivers will do well. I think it's a smash spot, a lot of points. I don't see how Vegas is going to score, although their defense is horrific. Genty could go off, and Bowers. But it's 50.5 over under. But I would take Dallas. So that's it for the week. Thanks for viewing, and we'll see you here next week. Thanks.